Today I want to talk about a couple things, mainly creativity and exercising your creative side. A lot of people are like, oh, I'm not really creative, or I kind of suck at drawing or something. I used to be pretty good at drawing, and then I stopped doing it for a while, and then I sucked at drawing. And I didn't want to pick it up because every time I doodled, it would just look silly, and I can only do something right. But recently, I have started practicing different artistic things, like different mediums. Right now, my favorite is oils, the oil pastels. But it it's really cool when you get into that flow. Like that's me. I don't know if I was intoxicated or something, but I was just messing with it, and I was like, oh, that looks so bad, and I started scribbling it out. But then you just start doodling more and more, and you stop really caring what it looks like, and just doing what you want to do. Like I made a superhero costume for if I were a superhero and had bigger boobs. um, but you just do it, and then it gets a little bit better, and you practice, and you get in that flow. Like I wrote a book, and it only took me 2 weeks to write, and that was like probably a total of 72 hours nonstop. Um, like if I were to put it all together. But it's because I got in that flow. Every time I would write, I wouldn't think about it. Too many people start thinking about it, and then it loses its creative side, and you're using your right brain, and you're judging yourself, you're thinking about what looks right and what looks wrong. Stop judging yourself. Just do it. Just get in that flow and then figure it out later. Like, who cares if you draw 10 not so attractive pictures? If you get in that flow and you're just doing it, it's actually a type of meditation, and it can leave you feeling really good. I drew for 4 hours the other night. Yeah, like 4 hours. I was high as hell off of nothing, off of just pretty much meditating for 4 hours. I was stuck in that flow, and I drew 11 different, pretty complicated, no, not super complicated, but I drew 11 different oil things. I like my frog. That's the frog I looked into. The frog's eye I looked into when I decided I was going to be vegetarian. I'm not vegetarian anymore, but I was for a while. But to get in that creative flow and like just not think about what you're doing and just feel it. The key is to just feel what you're doing. Yeah, a lot of people like that. But anyways, it's not about my drawings. It's about creativity. I was just excited about all the creative things that I've done. Um, hold on, there's a siren. I hope those people are okay. Um, yeah, but get creative. Even if it's uncomfortable at first. Like I'm gonna go to a thrift store sometime this week, or a couple different thrift stores, and try and find an instrument, or ask my friends. And I want to pick up an instrument. I want to do a wind instrument because my school has a lot with breathing, so I want to be able to control my breath more, and also be cool and awesome at an instrument. And if I start doing that with that instrument, then I'm gonna move on and just keep exercising my brain. Because after I spent a little bit of time like drawing and stuff, and I went back and I did more. Last night I did a couple really good sketches that I was just like, wow, I did that. Like you just have to get in that flow and stop judging yourself, and kind of know that you can do it with a little bit of practice. And I mean, you can just believe that you can do it without any practice and do something really amazing. And it's nice to step back and look at it and be like, oh wow, I made that. It's also really nice to like draw things for people, and then they're all like, oh, you made this for me. That's nice. That's a nice feeling. Um, but creativity doesn't have to be drawing or visual art. Get right. Pick up something and pick up a pen or pencil and just write away. Like if you want to start out with, or type away if you want, it doesn't matter. Just start out with your thoughts. Just flow. Get into that flow where you're not thinking about like how you're wording it. Just write your thoughts out. Like or write a story out, but don't think too much about what you're using. Just talk, pretty much talk right. And then over time, if you want to broaden your vocabulary or the way that you write, of course, read books. You need to read books to change your writing style to get better. I need to read a couple books right now, but to get in that flow, it's awesome. A lot of people use dance, and spin poi or do different styles of poi. I love poi. But like to get in that flow where you're totally just not thinking, you're just doing, it's perfect. That's something that we all need to do, and a lot of us don't do anymore. It's not flow for a lot of us with what we do every day. It's more like the grind. It's what you do every day. It's because you're going through the motions. You need not just go through the motions, you need to be present entirely in every single motion that you do. It's about being present and immersing yourself fully in something. I think it's the Buddhist monks that do the little sugar, well, not little, they're very extravagant and large sugar drawings. The most intricate things you'll ever see. And they invest all of their time in it. And then they brush it away when they're done. It's really good to do that with writing too. Like, I've done that, and you just write something, you pour your heart into it. Rip it up or burn it. Burn it is more fun and a lot more symbolic. You of course can't get it back if you burn it. A lot of people can try to put it back together if they rip it. But that's definitely something that a lot of us need to do more. And they're like, oh, I don't have time to do that. I don't have time to do that. Like, well, get off Facebook for 5 minutes and go do that. Go be creative. Exercise is your right brain. Exercise that hemisphere of your brain that you don't usually exercise. Yeah. Try to express yourself in some way. Pour at least a little bit of your heart and soul into your project or your piece of art. In my martial arts class yesterday, we actually got some cool stuff, and we're getting to be more creative. It looks kind of dancey. I'm really excited about that because it makes everything feel different, and I like it. But thank you guys for listening. I hope I sparked some inspiration because it's so nice. I actually want to do more. Sorry, my clothes are falling off. Like, I haven't filled this much. Like, there's the last page I started doodling on. But I used to have spirals and spirals and spirals full. Like the big ones, not like little ones. But I filled up half of what's in here in the last 2 days. And I used to do manga and anime. I was like, okay, I'll do that. Can you see that? But I did that last night. Travis was sitting over there on his little tablet, and I was like, and I just started sketching away, and it's a pretty realistic perspective thing, because I was like, I need to do a lesson in perspective, and I gave myself a lesson in perspective. And those trees, use your left hand if you're right-handed, and use your right hand if you're left-handed. It's very interesting. I started doing that yesterday. It sucked for a little bit. I only did it for a little while because I didn't want to waste all my time drawing things I didn't really like. But that's fun. It's very confusing for your brain, but it's entertaining, and it'll help you get better with your other hand too. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys draw some awesome things. If you want to make something or sing a song, I'll probably be posting a singing song or a singing video in the near future. But if you want to post pictures or anything, I would love to see what you've done. I really would. I hope that you guys are gonna listen and do something creative. Go buy some freaking pastels or some paints and just go crazy. Alright, I hope everybody has a great day.